Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So my name is Katie and today I'm going to be sharing with you all the books I got in 2020 so far. So I just want to preface this by saying I would not normally buy this many books. So March and February especially, it was kind of like a bit of a treat yourself. And yeah, so there was a couple of new releases as well that came out in March that I was super anticipating. So yeah, I would definitely not normally buy this many, especially not this many hardbacks. But so yeah, so let's just get into this. Is all the books I bought from January to now, which is April. So I'm going to start with a fairly recent release. So that is The King of Crows by Libba Bray. So this is the final book in the Diviners series, which follows various characters in New York City in the 1920s. And it just kind of follows their adventures, and they have powers. I'm really looking forward to reading this one. I have seen some mixed reviews, but hopefully this one will deliver for me. So next up is a adult fantasy, so that is The Ruin of Kings by Jen Lyons. So I've seen quite good things about this. I know Piera Ford, I love her channel, but we have really similar reading tastes as well. I've got so many recommendations from her and she really likes this series, so I wanted to get this one. And then next up we have Broken Stars by Ken Liu. This cover is so pretty. Yeah, this is definitely a cover buy because I don't really know much about it. I hadn't heard of it before I saw it in Waterstones. Chinese science fiction stories that have been translated by Ken Liu. So I think it has various authors, but it's kind of been pulled together by Ken Liu. And I think he wrote a book called The Grace of Kings. I haven't read that, but if I like this, I'll probably try that one out. I'll probably try it out anyway, to be honest. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to this one. I haven't really read much translated stuff before, so hopefully it's a good beginner one. So next up we have a couple of middle grades. So first I have Orion Lost, which is a middle grade sci-fi. I really enjoyed this one actually. I have already read it. These characters they're on a spaceship going to kind of colonize a new planet, and then they all get put to sleep except for like these few kids. So the kids have to try and like sort out what's going on. And it's really good actually. Kids have to try and sort out what's going on, and it's really good. I think it explored the themes of leadership really well, which is a really nice thing to see in a middle grade, because I think that's such an important lesson, especially for young girls. So I'd highly recommend that one. And also Dragon Pill. So this is by Yoon Ha Lee. So this is one of the Rick Riordan Presents books. I haven't read any of them before. I love Rick Riordan, but I really want to get to some more of these. I also really want to read the Arusha books by Roshni Chokshi. Yeah, I really love this one. It has ghosts, which is like the ultimate Katie bait for a book. But so this one follows Min, who is going to a kind of space academy because she's trying to track down her brother, because her brother was involved in some kind of conspiracy, so she's trying to figure out what's happened there. And yeah, Min was a really great protagonist and the cover's so pretty. So yeah, I really love this one as well. So I went to London in February and I had to go in the big Waterstones there because that's amazing, the one in Piccadilly Circus. I've like never been in such a big bookshop. So I got a few books from there, so I'll share them now. So first up I got Little Women, Puffin Classics. It's the Puffin Classics edition. So I have read this one. I wanted to get it because I saw the film and I really love the film, so I wanted to read it. I'm not usually a big classics reader, but I really enjoyed this one actually. So that is that one, and I think this cover is so pretty as well. And I also got, because I was treating myself, so I got the Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom collectors ones. So these are very pretty as well. So these by Leah Bardugo. So yeah, just shiny. Yeah, so if you don't know what Six of Crows is about, where have you been? These 6 characters who are kind of from different backgrounds, and they come together and go on a heist, basically, with some magic and stuff. That was a terrible description. Oh well. So, and it also in London I got the Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. So this is one of my favourite books. I had already read it on my Kindle, but I wanted a physical copy because I have Becky Chambers' other books like physically, so I wanted this one as well. So that one, and the cover's really nice as well. So yeah, so got that one. So then I had some money on my Waterstones card. So if you don't know, in the UK Waterstones do like these plus cards, so every £10 you spend you get a stamp, and then when you get 10 stamps you get £10 free credit. So with that I got Edge Dancer by Sanderson. So I got this is like the individual novella. So I had read it before because I have Arcanum Unbounded on my Kindle, and this is in that, but I wanted the physical copy because I love Edge Dancer. I love Lift and Windle so much. Yeah, Windle's like my favourite spread in the Stormlight Archive. Yeah, I kind of wanted this one just so I could, if I was feeling like a bit like, oh, I just need a little pick-me-up, I could just get this one and read it. So I did take this one to university with me, but now I'm back home. But yeah, so there's that one. So next I have a couple more middle grades. So got The Girl Who Drank the Moon. So I mentioned this one in my like comfort reads one, but this is really good. It follows Luna, who's the main character. In this village, the babies get put outside the village and left in the woods, and a witch comes and takes them away. And usually the witch feeds them starlight, but she accidentally feeds Luna moonlight, which kind of gives her powers. And it's just a sort of coming of age thing. Oh, it's by Kelly Barnhill. I'm really bad at saying authors' names. I have to get better at that. But so yeah, so that's this one. And there's also a tiny little dragon called Furion who's very cute. He thinks he's enormous, which is adorable. But yeah, so that is that one. And then I also have A Sprinkle of Sorcery, which is by Michelle Harrison, which is the sequel to A Pinch of Magic. So I really love both of these. They're like such a fun middle grade series, and also it's really atmospheric. It sort of reminds me, it gives me like Whitby vibes, which is a kind of town in the east coast of the UK, which we all went. I'm sure we've all been on a school trip. It follows the three sisters, the Widdershins, and they're just kind of follows their adventures. The first one, they're trying to break a curse, and then in this one the sisters gets kidnapped and they're trying to save her. So it also has some pirates in, which I always like that. Next is Diary of a Confused Feminist. So I haven't seen this talked about much, and I did just get it because I wanted another buy one get one half price for Sprinkle of Sorcery, but I love this so much. Oh, it's by Kate Weston. It's so like, it was hilarious for one, and I don't know if anyone remembers the like Diary of a Chav and Diary of a Snob books, but it was kind of like them but just way better from what I remember. But yeah, this was really fun. So it follows Kate, who is kind of just exploring like what it means to be a feminist, and also just her kind of daily life, like being a teenager. But yeah, it was really fun, and it was really period positive as well. There was a lot of stuff about that which I really like to see, because I think that's a topic that definitely needs more love in literature. So that is that one. And then next I just wanted to mention, so the two Shadowhunter novella collections. So got The Vane Chronicles and Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy. So I got these on the, like, you know, on Amazon there's like a little used section underneath, and you can get books super cheap. So these are like about £2 each, which is really good for a book. So yeah, so I got these because I wanted to read them before Chain of Gold came out. There are some short stories in them which feature in Chain of Gold. No, which features the characters that are in Chain of Gold. So I wanted to read them, and also I'm a big Shadowhunter fan, so I wanted to read them anyway. So yeah, I enjoyed both of them. The Bane Chronicles I think was a little bit meh, but I'm glad I read it. And then the Tales of the Shadowhunter Academy was really good as well. It kind of follows Simon. So next I got next ones were kind of a treat to myself, because so I just had a year off uni, and I for health reasons, and I'd just gone back and I'd successfully achieved my first week. So what better way to reward myself than getting the Mistborn collector's editions. So these are very beautiful, plus Book Depository sent me a 10% off, so that was, they know how to get me. So yeah, so that's these ones. So The Final Empire, and then The Well of Ascension, and The Hero of Ages. So yeah, so I love these ones. If you haven't read them, the first one basically follows Vin, who is a street orphan. Basically discovers she's a Mistborn. So in this world, the magical powers, you basically can ingest metals, and different metals give you different powers. And some people called Mistings can only, so they can have one metal and get power from that. But then the Mistborn who can ingest all the metal, and then they get all the powers. So Kelsier, who is a crew leader, so he kind of recruits Finn and also the rest of his crew, and they're trying to take down the Lord Ruler, who is like the big bad. It's kind of what the name implies. And then finally, have 2 new March releases by 2 of my favourite authors. So that is Crescent City by Sarah J Maas. So this book is so pretty. And also the inner page as well, so gorgeous. But yeah, so this one is so I got this one and the next one with some Christmas gift cards, because I pre-ordered them and I got gift cards for Christmas. But so this one's really pretty, and this is her new book, so it's a completely new series, so you don't have to have read either of the other series to read this one. And I think I have read it already, and I think it's good to kind of go into not knowing too much. But it's basically, it's set in this kind of modern fantasy world, so it's like a city, and there's all different, it's quite paranormal, all different creatures. And yeah, so it follows Bryce, who's really like kick-ass, takes no shit basically. And yeah, it's kind of slow like in the middle, but the last 200 pages like woo. Yeah, so that's that one. And then finally, my favourite book of the year so far is Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. So this edition, I got the Rune edition because it's so pretty, and I'm kind of sad I missed out on the Rune editions of the Dark Artificers, so I wanted to get the Rune edition of this one. And it also has some really pretty art in the cover as well, so that's just all the characters there. So yeah, so I really love this one. This one follows the descendants of the characters in the Infernal Devices series. So I would say you definitely need to read the Infernal Devices before you read this one. And also, well, this one's kind of spoils Lady Midnight, but only if you know what you're looking for. So I wouldn't say that was like a big issue, really. So yeah, so that is this one. So that is everything. So thank you so much for watching. I hope your day is going well wherever you are. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And goodbye, and I'll see you next time.